Jenna Ortega, the captivating young actress who has enchanted audiences worldwide with her portrayal of the enigmatic Wednesday Addams in the hit Netflix series, recently stepped into a profound and somewhat contentious discourse surrounding the integration of artificial intelligence within the realm of filmmaking. During a thoughtful panel discussion at the prestigious Marrakech International Film Festival, where she served as a distinguished jury member, Ortega articulated her reservations about AI's burgeoning presence in creative industries. Her words carried a weighty resonance, echoing the concerns of many artists who fear that the soul-stirring essence of human storytelling might be overshadowed by algorithmic precision. Ortega's commentary began with a poignant observation about the inherent charm embedded in the human condition. She remarked that humanity, throughout its storied history, has an unfortunate propensity to push innovations to their extremes, often at the expense of nuance and authenticity. "There is really charm in the human condition," she stated, her voice laced with a mix of admiration and caution. "As humans, we have a tendency to always, when you look back at history, take things too far." This sentiment, drawn from centuries of technological leaps, from the printing press that democratized knowledge to the digital revolution that reshaped communication, highlights a recurring theme. Progress, while exhilarating, frequently invites unintended consequences. Delving deeper into her unease, Ortega likened the advent of AI to the mythological unleashing of Pandora's box, a metaphor rich with implications of irreversible chaos. "It's very easy to be terrified," she confessed candidly during the press conference. "I know I am in times like this of deep uncertainty. And it kind of feels like we've opened up a Pandora's box." The Pandora's box analogy is particularly apt in the context of AI's rapid evolution. Once confined to speculative science fiction, tools like generative adversarial networks (GANs) and large language models are now capable of scripting dialogues, generating visual effects, and even mimicking actors' likenesses with startling accuracy. Yet, as Ortega implies, this opening floods the creative landscape with possibilities that blur the lines between innovation and imitation, leaving filmmakers grappling with ethical dilemmas about authorship, originality, and the very definition of art. What truly sets Ortega's critique apart is her emphasis on the irreplaceable qualities that AI simply cannot emulate. She asserted with conviction, "There's certain things that AI just isn't able to replicate, and yes, there's beautiful, difficult mistakes, and a computer can't do that." In an era where perfection is often prized, think of the seamless CGI in blockbuster spectacles like Avengers, Endgame, or the hyper-realistic deepfakes that have sparked debates on consent. Ortega champions the beauty of imperfection. Human errors, those serendipitous flubs and heartfelt stumbles, infuse stories with relatability and depth. A director's impromptu decision to reshoot a scene after a rainstorm unexpectedly mirrors a character's turmoil, or an actor's genuine tear born from personal vulnerability. These are the alchemy of cinema that algorithms, bound by data patterns and probabilistic outputs, can only approximate but never truly feel. Extending this thought, Ortega declared unequivocally, "A computer has no soul, and it's nothing that we would ever be able to resonate with or relate to." The notion of soul in art is elusive yet universally understood. It's the intangible spark that turns a scripted line into a gut-wrenching confession or a visual frame into a haunting memory. Ortega's words evoke the philosophical underpinnings of creativity, reminiscent of thinkers like Roland Barthes, who in The Death of the Author argued for the reader's interpretive freedom, or Walter Benjamin's The Work of Art in the Age of Mechanical Reproduction, which lamented the loss of aura in mass-produced art. In filmmaking, this soul manifests through collaborative serendipity, the late-night script revisions fueled by passion, the unspoken chemistry between co-stars, the cultural tapestries woven from diverse lived experiences. AI, for all its computational prowess, operates in a vacuum of emotion, devoid of the joys, sorrows, and idiosyncrasies that make human narratives pulse with life. Ortega's optimism, however, tempers her apprehension with a hopeful vision for the future. She envisions a cultural backlash against AI's ubiquity, one where audiences, satiated by its sterile offerings, yearn for the raw authenticity of human-crafted tales. "I don't want to assume for the audience," she mused, "but I would hope it gets to a point where it becomes some sort of mental junk food AI and looking at the screen, and then suddenly we all feel sick and we don't know why, and then that one independent filmmaker in their backyard comes out with something, and it releases this new excitement again." This analogy to mental junk food is strikingly vivid, conjuring images of fast-paced, algorithmically optimized content. Think endless TikTok scrolls or Netflix's recommendation engine-driven binges that provide instant gratification but leave a lingering emptiness. In contrast, the backyard filmmaker symbolizes grassroots creativity, evoking indie darlings like Paranoid Park by Gus Van Sant or Moonlight by Barry Jenkins, where limited budgets amplify the intimacy and innovation of human ingenuity. To fully appreciate Ortega's stance, one must consider the broader implications for the filmmaking ecosystem. AI's encroachment isn't merely a philosophical quandary, it's a practical disruption. Studios like Warner Brothers and Disney have already experimented with AI for script analysis and visual pre-visualization, potentially streamlining production but also threatening jobs for writers, editors, and VFX artists. The 2023 SAG-AFTRA strike, which saw actors like Fran Drescher rally against AI's use in replicating performers' images without consent, underscores the labor tensions at play. Ortega, at just 22, embodies a new generation navigating these waters. Her career, from Jane the Virgin to Scream, has been marked by a blend of commercial success and artistic risk-taking, positioning her as a voice for those who value the human element above all. Moreover, Ortega's comments invite reflection on AI's current limitations beyond soulfulness. Technologically, while models like OpenAI's DALL-E can conjure breathtaking visuals, they often recycle tropes from training data, lacking the subversive edge that defines groundbreaking cinema. Consider Everything Everywhere All at Once, with its multiverse-spanning absurdity rooted in Dan Kwan and Daniel Skynyrd, personal immigrant experiences. AI might generate similar chaos, but without the cultural specificity that earned it Oscars. Ethically, issues of bias persist. AI trained on skewed datasets perpetuates stereotypes, as seen in early facial recognition failures for non-white faces. Ortega's deep uncertainty thus encapsulates not just artistic loss but societal risks, urging a balanced integration where AI serves as a tool, not a tyrant.